Not a day goes by where I don't get a rogue Dave Ramsey listener who slides into my comments with the following gotcha question. What happens to your cash value when you die? It's almost as if Dave Ramsey has instructed his legions of followers to pose this query whenever confronted with the concept of cash value life insurance. It's as if they think this question is some sort of kryptonite that will vanquish anyone who advocates for permanent life insurance. Well, today I'm going to put this highly inflammatory question to bed once and for all. To find a satisfactory answer to this question, we must first understand the relationship between a life insurance policy's cash value and death benefit. And to understand that, you must also know that when it comes to cash value life insurance, there are two basic death benefit options. Let's go through each one of them one by one. The first death benefit option is called Death Benefit Option 1, or Option A. And this is generally what Dave Ramsey is maligning when he says a life insurance company gets to keep your cash value when you die. Let's dig into Option 1 to see if there's any truth to what he claims. Death Benefit Option 1 can be best understood with the following equation. Cash value plus life insurance equals death benefit. Let me give you an example to show you how this works. Let's say your death benefit is $500,000 and your cash value is zero. Based on the equation I just showed you, how much life insurance are you paying for that year? Well, zero plus $500,000 equals $500,000. In other words, when your cash value is zero, you're paying for $500,000 of life insurance. It's annual renewable term life insurance, to be more specific. All right, let's change this up a bit. Let's say your death benefit is $500,000 and your cash value is $250,000. How much annual renewable term life insurance are you paying for that year? $250,000. Okay, let's say you build your cash value all the way up to $400,000 and then you die. What will your heirs receive? Well, they'll be getting the $400,000 of cash value plus the $100,000 of annual renewable term life insurance you were paying for in the year that you died, for a grand total of $500,000. Now, this may seem unfair to you. After all, you started off with a $500,000 death benefit, built your cash value all the way up to $400,000 over the years, and your beneficiaries received the exact same amount of money they would have gotten had you died on day one of the contract. How is this a good deal? Well, believe it or not, nobody's ripping you off like Dave Ramsey and his acolytes claim. Your heirs are getting exactly what you paid for. Think of the life insurance within your policy under Option 1 as a reducing term life insurance policy. As your cash value goes up, the amount of annual renewable term you're paying for goes down. In fact, when you think about it, Option 1 is precisely the death benefit that Dave Ramsey should be approving of. After all, he believes that by the time you reach retirement, you won't need any death benefit at all, because if you follow his advice, you'll have saved so much money that you'll be self-insured. And that's exactly what Option 1 provides. It gives you a larger amount of life insurance at the beginning of the contract when the death benefit is more important. And as you get older and approach retirement, the life insurance portion of the plan reduces dramatically. It's literally everything that Dave Ramsey could have ever hoped for in a life insurance death benefit option. Okay, after explaining Death Benefit Option 1 and why it's so typically misunderstood, you may still be in Dave Ramsey's camp. You may still think it's unfair that your beneficiaries are only going to be getting $500,000. Well, that's precisely why insurance companies invented Death Benefit Option 2. And Death Benefit Option 2, your heirs get your cash value plus the original death benefit of the policy. Here's an example. Let's say your original death benefit is $500,000. Let's also say that when you die, you have $400,000 of cash value. In this scenario, your heirs would receive the $500,000 of life insurance plus $400,000 of cash value for a total death benefit of $900,000. So even if you're still unswayed by my explanation of the justice behind Death Benefit Option 1, you have an alternative that gives you precisely the thing that Dave Ramsey would insist upon if he were designing a fair life insurance policy of his own. So which death benefit option do I prefer, 1 or 2? Well, it depends upon what you're trying to accomplish. Death benefit option 2 is typically the one that allows you to maximize the growth of your cash value over time. Why? Because it allows you to dramatically lower the death benefit at the outset of the policy while stuffing huge amounts of cash into it on a yearly basis. This works so long as you remember to change to death benefit option 1 after you finish funding the policy. Why is making this change so important? You have to remember that option 2 is an increasing death benefit. That means you'll be paying for the same amount of annual renewable term life insurance when you're 85 as you were when you're 35. And if you forget to change to option 1, the cost of insurance could bleed your policy dry as you move into those older age brackets. When you start at option 2 and then change to option 1, it gives you the very best of both worlds. You dial back the death benefit at the outset, and then once your policy is fully funded, you turn the life insurance portion into the equivalent of a reducing term policy over the balance of the program. But starting with death benefit option 2 and changing to option 1 may not align with your goals. Let me illustrate with another scenario. Let's say you are interested in cash value growth, but you're more interested in having a higher death benefit right out of the chute. Perhaps you're attracted to the long-term care component of the LIRP and want a much more robust death benefit from the outset. In this scenario, you'd want to start with option 1 and keep it at option 1 over the life of the program. In conclusion, when a Dave Ramsey acolyte asks you the question, what happens to the cash value when you die? You can give them a very straightforward response. You simply say, if you choose option 1, your beneficiaries will get the cash value plus whatever amount of life insurance you're paying for in the year that you die. If you choose option 2, your beneficiaries will get the cash value plus the original death benefit of the policy. And folks, it doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. If you want to learn more about how to incorporate cash value life insurance into a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement, be sure to check out my tax-free toolkit. You can download it for free at taxfreetoolkit.com. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power of Zero advisor, head on over to powerofzero.com and opt into my free 3-part video series. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.